The Ford Motorrad 400 in Limpopo early in September could have the sun set on a couple of championship challenges in the production vehicle category in this year's ABSA Off-Road Championship. 3 wins in a row, 2 of them with regular co-driver Ralph Pitchford, have seen Duncan Foss in the factory Nissan Navara take a healthy lead in the overall and super production class drivers championship. Pitchford, who missed the Toyota 1000 desert race, does not enjoy the same comfort zone in the co-driver standings, but all crews will be well aware that they have to drop one result at the end of the season. This puts pressure on teams, and even Foss, who has a 100% finish record this season, will be aware of the need for reliability over the remaining 3 events. Some tight battles have developed throughout the classes, and for those crews with 1 or 2 non-finishers already on the scorecard, the pressure is even greater. Nissan Navara crews with reigning champions Hannes Grobler and Francois Jordan picking up 2 wins have thus won all 5 events so far this season, with backup from African Heritage cross-country winners Ivar Tollefson and Quinn Evans in a 3rd factory Navara, and Mark Corbett and Rudy Balzar in the Century Property Development Navara. The Nissan Challenge is a rather formidable one. Twice, however, Foss has been the recipient of some very good fortune, with Castrol Toyota Hilux pair Mark Cronier and Chris Birkin crashing when within sight of victory. Such charity may not come their way again this season, or ever for that matter. Cronier and Birkin managed to crash only a K from the finish on the recent Amatole 500, but will have taken heart from the fact that they dominated for 499 kilometers. There is no doubt that both Cronier and Birkin and teammates Bevan Berthold with Robin Houghton have the potential to end the current Nissan domination. The latter have had a dreadful season, and their luck has also got to change at some stage. They due a good run, and this event could be the turning point for them. Hichu and Jaap de Bruin in the Micra and Excel Toyota Hilux took a good 3rd on the Amatole 500, while the Chris Visser Jaapie Badenhorst duo in a 3rd Castrol Toyota Hilux have performed as consistently as ever since joining the SP Class Brigade. With a win long overdue, there will be plenty of confidence in the Toyota camp. The Ford squad will also fancy their chances in a race they co-sponsor with Motorrad. Former national champions Neil Woolridge and Kenny Scholthammer have loads of experience, and a varied and technical route will be to their liking. Brandon Harkis in the 2nd factory Ford Ranger has quickly settled down after the switch from special vehicles, and he and Jean Moore have the potential to weld into a formidable combination. The experienced Manfred Schroeder and Ward Huxtable in the Barlow World Absolute Ford Ranger also have the potential to win races and could upstage the factory entries. The Ford Challenge is also bolstered by Kobus van Tonde and Rian Guapa in the Unifreight Ranger. Despite Nissan's winning streak, the SP class is now ultra-competitive, and as Cronier and Birkin have proved, a single mistake can be fatal. Expect a terrific scrap to emerge in Limpopo, and don't be surprised to see a Toyota or a Ford in the winner's circle. The Class D battle could also be fascinating, and is made more interesting by a tight championship issue. Harold and Tian Kun in their Land Rover still lead the driver-co-driver standings, but are under intense pressure. Newcomers Dalmas's Ramon Besaidnot and Stefan Locke have suddenly emerged as championship challengers, and will be full of confidence after a good African Heritage cross-country Amatole 500 showing. Henry and Maurice Matten in their Obi Nissan hardbody have won 2 races in a row to suddenly be only 9 points adrift of the Kuns, and their Obi boys use consistency as their major weapon. Also still very much in the championship picture are the likes of Yuri and Andre Duplessis in the BB Auto Nissan hardbody, and Arnold Duplessis with Johan Knox in a 2nd BB Auto hardbody. Kutsia Labaskachny and Johan Gerber in the Raysonics Nissan hardbody also come into the equation, and the scene is set for an interesting tussle with the Zermattens on a roll and looking menacing. Some tight championship issues have emerged in Class E, and here too the pressure is mounting. Jack Peckham in the Ford Racing Ranger leads the Drivers' Championship by 10 points from Yanni Visser in the Team Barberspun Toyota Hilux, but he has a 100% record and still has to drop a score. Visser's co-driver, Yorks Leroux, leads the co-driver's title chase by 10 points from Lucio Santoro, who sits alongside Peckham. Santoro missed out on points when he fell ill on the Amatole 500, and Peckham was forced to finish the race on his own. A crash saw George and Sharon Barkhuizen's Roacon Toyota Hilux also miss out on points, and they too dropped down the pecking order. Suspension problems also sidelined Brian Martin and Oki Fourie in the Castel Toyota Hilux, and like the Barkhuizens, they will need to bounce back. Mark and Stuart Moffat in the Bosel Toyota, Yaku Swanepoel and Graham Bishop's IDM Cement Toyota Hilux, and Fabio Tafani with Nav Alan Deerling in the Club Refrigeration Toyota Hilux add weight to the Toyota Challenge. Joining Ford in tackling the Toyota hordes are Thomas Rundle with Brian Roberts in their Baden Tyre Services Nissan Hardbody, who've shown encouraging form of late. The battle up front in the SP class is going to be a feature of the Ford Motorrad 400, and if they manage a 6th win on the trot, Nissan will have done it the hard way. Talking Nissan, one of their stalwarts is Francois Jordan, national champion and co-driver for the exacting Hannes Grobler. We asked him how it all started.
In all probability,